Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, you guys, this is your weekly Oracle message. You know, I usually do this on Sundays for you guys just to kind of get you guys prepared for the week. So, I usually start with our spirit messages, and a couple of them already fell out. And it seems pretty important to a group of you guys. Some of you guys have a divine masculine energy or divine feminine energy, flip it where it goes, but they are in heavy regret. And it is because they see that you are moving on. They know that there is somebody coming towards you that is about to ask for a commitment here. So they are in deep sadness at this time. They are wanting your forgiveness. I feel like they are going to be coming in with an apology if they have not already. So you can be expecting some kind of communication from this particular person from your past who is in regret that they either walked away from you or you had to walk away from them. But let's see what else the message is from Spirit for this week. Welcome back, all of my current subscribers and followers. Welcome back into the channel, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and support, Collective. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Thank you for supporting me on my journey with you. Yeah, confirmation. Like I said, this is the same message from last week's check-in that somebody is seeing you clearly. And again, pay attention to music. Someone is trying to communicate with you. Someone is, again, in deep regret. They are listening to music. These are the same messages from last week. This is the same similar energy. But what I also see here, Collective, is there is somebody who heavily has you on their mind and is thinking about coming towards you and offering an actual level of commitment. This could be something that you know. This could be your divine masculine, divine feminine. This could be somebody you've met or somebody you have never met before. Just so that you know your kids are protected at this time, Collective. Okay. So if any of you guys were concerned about that, you just know that your spirit team is protecting them. But somebody is being heavily manipulated right now. So just be mindful of anybody coming back towards you from your past. They are being manipulated to do so, controlled by someone else in their background, or this is what they are coming in trying to do. Yeah, confirmation. You are protected, Collective. Okay. So don't worry about it. Just be mindful and make sure you are seeing things clearly as well, right? So just as usual, you got, yeah, the grass. They thought the grass was greener. They are realizing that you were their peace, you were their balance. They realize now, and this is what they're seeing clearly, that you actually was the person sent into their lives to become this yin and yang energy with them, to find that balance, to help them find that balance, that wholeness, that feeling, something that this person had never felt before, actually. But they seem to always think that there was something out there better. So they were constantly chasing something else, something new. They put you under so many tests, trying to make sure that whoever they chose was the best. You were in a competition for love that you didn't even realize you were competing for out of this person's insecurity. But again, at the same time, this person saw you, they knew that you brought them balance. But for some reason, again, they felt like there was something better. Again, they are regretful and sad and wanting your forgiveness. While Collective, you have now graduated to the next level spiritually. You are being, wow, yeah, you are leveling up. You are now in high priestess energy while you have this person over here going through judgment from spirit. Wow. And they allowed people to control their thoughts, their actions, instead of them following their own heart And this is now why they are being judged, because they didn't follow their own heart, knowing that you were their balance. And you are now moving forward, getting accolades, going through a glow up, and you are now standing in your high priestess, high priest energy, and you are heavily protected at this time. Wow. And confirmation about the soulmate energy that is coming in collective. Look at how beautiful that is. Birds could be significant. The colors of the bird remind me of the seven chakras. That's been very important in some of my messages this week. I feel like you are two people who have been working on finding balance here, this balance energy. And this is why you guys are moving towards each other. You guys are mirroring each other. You are on the same trajectory at this time. So again, collective, be expecting some type of communication coming in. Okay, a few more here. Yeah, this mature man. This is something that you've been praying about. And somebody is going to finally be brave and open up and speak. Beautiful. I love it. I love to see it, collective. Like I said, this is your time. You have passed so many tests. You have dealt with so many people attacking you on all levels that it is your time to level up. It is your time to get the abundance and love and in life and in finances that you truly deserve. Congratulations, collective. I love to see it. I love to see this. Beautiful. All right, great first message for the collective. All right, you guys. So as usual, guys, I'm going to do the divine masculine. I'm going to do the divine feminine oracle message. I'm going to do the collective oracle. I'm going to get you guys advice as well. I'm also going to pull your moonology cards for this week. See what that energy is, get you guys some spirit animals, an angel number, and roll the dice. So stick in here with me. Divine Masculines, you guys are up first this week. So let's see what God is important for my Divine Masculines and your healing journey. Hope you guys are still doing amazing. It is the new year. 2025, we've been talking about leaving anything that no longer serves you in 2025. The full moon in Cancer that just passed was about emotional security, only nurturing things that bring you emotional satisfaction, not neglect, not people pleasing, only emotional security at this point in time. Okay? Chalk for my Divine Masculines this week is your healing oracle. And I feel called to show this one that flew out as well. Yeshua could be significant for someone. All right, Divine Masculine, let's see what the healing message from Chalk is for you this week. And then Divine Feminines, you guys are up next. So let's see what's going on with our Divine Masculines. So Divine Feminines, let's see how they are doing. Let's see how we can also support them in this upcoming week. So Chalk's message, take ownership of your mistakes. However, do not let guilt eat you alive. Learn from the choices you regret and allow them to make you a more understanding person. I love this message already. This is a beautiful one for my Divine Masculines, okay? The aftermath of a mistake can leave you stuck in a haze of self-ridicule and guilt. When you realize you have hurt someone, it can feel just as painful as being the one on the receiving end. It leaves you with an unpleasant feeling in the pit of your stomach and slowly eats away at you. Guilt is an indicator of your goodness. Use this as fuel for your different choices made in the future. If you didn't care, you wouldn't feel remorse. Your mistakes don't define you, and your mistakes do not negate your goodness. how you move on from them can make all the difference in the world, divine masculines. Reviewing past behaviors and seeing any toxicity you didn't see then is a marker of growth. Mistakes are fodder for learning and experienced by all humans. You can't be living the earthly experience by avoiding messing up. Admitting that you have made a mistake is essential to help it not eat away at you. And it will ease your inner world and help mend the relationships. Yes, mend the relationships. Very, very important phrase. Mend the relationships of those involved. Trying to do everything in your power to avoid thinking about it will lead to mental anguish. So some of you guys might be dealing with this right now, I feel. I feel like there's something that's happened, and I feel like it's been something that's been on your mind that has been bugging you, and you've been thinking about it to the point where it is stressing you out. It's causing anxiety. It's causing you to be up at night. And it's something that you need to resolve so that you can let it go. So some of this might lead to a reconciliation and some of it may not. But at the end of the day, it is about taking accountability, because ignoring it is not going to work. Ensuring people feel heard and acknowledged can work wonders in patching up connections. An apology and humility can move mountains. And accountability matters, just like I said for you guys, right? Counterintuitively, mistakes can make you a better person. Messing up moves you forward on your path toward becoming older and wiser, as they say. Your character becomes enriched via your experiences. The good, yes, yet the bad deepens you even more. You become more understanding of others' flaws because you come face to face with your own. You want to do better because you know what being steeped in shame and guilt feels like. If you have made a mistake, be remorseful, yet make sure you don't get to a place of debilitating self-hatred. There comes a point when you need to forgive yourself. Reflect and choose differently next time you are in a similar situation. Move past ruminating on your mess ups. You have more life to live, divine masculines. Absolute beautiful message for my divine masculines. And just for the collective in general, we all make mistakes. Everybody has done something, like they say, in this human experience that we wish we hadn't, but at the same time, it's an opportunity, number one, for forgiveness. Number two, for taking accountability. Number three, to learn a lesson, to learn what not to do in a similar situation the next time. But also, it makes you stronger because you now have a wisdom that you didn't have before. It can also make the bond between the people involved stronger, because even though there was a mistake made, as long as there's a level of integrity, forgiveness, and there's action to show a changed behavior, it can create a closer bond as well. It doesn't work without the action, though. Words are just words if there is no action to back it up. Beautiful message for my divine masculines and the collective. Divine feminine, what is your oracle message for this week? It's a beautiful, oh, love. I love it. Beautiful. You guys know how I am when it comes to matters of the heart. Yes, I'm a little mushy sometimes. Don't make fun of me. Okay. Number 30 could be significant, divine feminines, love, okay? Life's purpose. Absolutely. Love is life's purpose. Love is the highest vibration in the universe. So, deep affection, life's purpose. Again, you could be 30. The number 3 could also be significant. Make the relationship with yourself your number one priority. Self-love. Yes, self-love. Nurture yourself with kindness, empathy, and grace. Listen to your needs and choose to respond. Only when we truly love ourselves can we love others too. How we love ourselves is how we invite others to treat us. Replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations is the key to happiness. This is why I do this collective, because I want to ingrain this so much so that it becomes natural for you to have something positive to say about yourself before you have a negative thought. There is enough negativity out in the world without your contribution and how you feel negatively about yourself. Choose a positive thought, a positive affirmation when talking about self versus a negative one. Write yourself a love letter. What do you love about yourself and why? And don't be afraid to brag a little bit in this letter. This can do wonders for you, Divine Feminine, because on those days where you don't feel the best, that letter can be a reminder to you, Divine Masculines. This is also something that you can do for yourself as well. And keep it with you, whether that's in your purse, in your backpack, in your wallet. Because sometimes we all need reminders, because life can kick our butts sometimes. And so it's easy to go back to the default of feeling negative. That's the purpose of challenges. But I challenge you to first look at yourself with love. Affirmation: I am love. This is on page 73. 73 or 37 could be significant. And the number 10. It's time to end that negative self-talk. Beautiful message from my Divine Feminines. Okay, collective, let me get you a general intuitive whispers oracle for this week. Beautiful messages for healing for both the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminines. Masculines, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't hold on to guilt. Reconcile, apologize, take accountability so that you don't create mental anguish for yourself out of ego and pride. Divine Feminines, say something positive about yourself before you say something negative, because you are walking love. And for the collective, trust yourself. Number 26 could be significant. The 26th of a month. The number 8 can also be significant. You could be 26 or 62. Confirmation. Trust yourself. Trust is not given, it is earned. This applies to other people, but also to yourself, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Do you trust that you will make the right choices for yourself? Do you trust that you will guide yourself away from trouble and onto the right path? If there is even a small doubt, let's work on earning back your whole trust. Ultimately, no one knows you better than you know yourself. So you must strengthen your internal trust to feel empowered in the world. What does trust really mean to you? Safety, truth-telling. When you learn your own definition of trust, you can then begin to build on it. By trusting yourself, it is much easier to trust the world around you. Love it. Love it. Because it is so true. We doubt ourselves. We are taught to doubt ourselves. And then we have outside factors who come into our worlds, people who we are supposed to be able to trust with our heart space, and come into our life and tear it down. So then we begin to stop trusting ourselves. They want us to trust them before we even trust ourselves. This is not how it should work. There should be, you see this heart on top of this owl? There should be love for self first, trust of self first, self love is divine love. Beautiful collective message this week. Wow. Okay. Let me get you guys some advice for this week. Some of you guys are starting some new projects that are going to be your legacies. Some of you guys are getting some new ideas, some new downloads for new projects. I feel like you're going to be extremely happy when this happens, when you begin. Yes, and it is because you did the work. Temperance, you did the work. You found a way to balance out your emotions and your logic. Now you are seeing clearly. There you go. Celebrations are coming. New connections, new friendships. You are going to be celebrating, collective. Wow. And unfortunately, people who took their authority and abused it will be losing. Choosing status without substance leads to failed financial ventures and the erosion of security. So you will be receiving your harvest, collective, because you will trust yourself. You will find the right collaborations, and your harvest is coming in, like I've been saying. So you are going to be celebrating very, very soon. It's beautiful. Yes, because you took action, because you moved forward with purpose and confidence.